Have you ever wondered why some older adults seem to grow healthier and more energetic after they start living alone? At first glance, it sounds counterintuitive. Many people believe that seniors must always live with family or caregivers to stay safe, happy, and healthy. But research and real-life stories tell us something surprising. For some seniors, older men and women, independence in their later years may actually reduce the risk of disease and lead to better overall health. This idea may challenge what most of us think about aging, but these are the things we must discuss if we want to understand how habits and lifestyle can completely transform life after 70. When people imagine old age, they often picture loneliness, decline, and the need for constant care. But in cities across the United States, from New York to San Diego, many older adults are discovering the opposite. They're finding that once they begin living alone, they experience freedom, control, and peace of mind that directly affect their mental and physical well-being. Scientists call this phenomenon active independence, and it's becoming a hot topic in health research. Doctors and gerontologists say that lifestyle choices in later years are just as important, if not more, than genetics in determining how long and how well we live. Let's think about it. When you live alone, you decide what to eat, how to spend your day, and how to arrange your home. You can avoid certain unhealthy patterns that often come with relying too much on others. You must manage your own time, build better routines, and pay closer attention to your health. These small things might not sound dramatic, but together they create powerful habits that reduce stress, improve sleep, and lower the risk of chronic illness. According to a 2022 study published by the National Institute on Aging, seniors who maintained a level of independence reported 30% fewer hospital visits compared to those who felt overly dependent on daily caregivers. Another surprising factor is emotional health. Many seniors, older adults, say they feel more calm and less pressured when they live by themselves. Without daily conflict or constant noise in the household, stress hormones like cortisol stay lower, which has a direct impact on blood pressure, heart health, and immune system strength. Think about it. When you're at peace, your body has a better chance to heal and maintain balance. This doesn't mean family isn't important, of course it is. But sometimes, having your own space gives you the freedom to focus on yourself, your health, and your happiness in ways that shared living cannot. This video is not about promoting isolation. It's about uncovering why living alone, for some seniors, can actually be a path to better health and longer life. Over the next few minutes, we'll dive into 5 surprising reasons backed by scientific data and real-life testimonies from older men and women across America. Each reason will show you how independence shapes health in ways most people never expect. By the end of this video, you might look at aging, and the idea of living alone, in a whole new light. Reason 1, better control over daily habits. One of the most powerful reasons why living alone in old age reduces the risk of disease is better control over daily habits. When seniors live independently, they are the ones who decide what to eat, when to sleep, and how to spend their time. These choices may seem small, but they play a huge role in long-term health. Many studies show that after seniors, older adults take full responsibility for their daily routines, they often build stronger habits that protect them from chronic illnesses such as diabetes, high blood pressure, and even heart disease. Let's look at the science. According to a report from the Journal of Gerontology, 2021, older adults who lived independently had 25% lower rates of obesity and 18% lower rates of type 2 diabetes compared to those who relied heavily on family for daily care. Why? Because when you live alone, you must make conscious decisions about food, exercise, and rest. You can avoid overeating, you can choose healthier meals, and you don't have to adjust your diet to suit others. These small adjustments accumulate into powerful health benefits. Take the example of Eleanor Mitchell, a 74-year-old woman from Portland, Oregon. After her husband passed away, her children suggested she move in with her daughter. Instead, Eleanor chose to stay in her own home. At first, her family worried she might struggle. But Eleanor quickly built a routine that transformed her health. She started cooking simple meals with fresh vegetables, walking 20 minutes every morning around her neighborhood, and setting her bedtime at 9:30 p.m. Within a year, her doctor noticed a drop in her blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Eleanor said, "Living alone forced me to pay attention to my own body. I became more disciplined, and surprisingly, I feel healthier now than I did 5 years ago. This shows us that independence creates a sense of responsibility. When seniors, older men and women, realize that no one else is there to take care of every little detail, they often become more proactive. They must plan meals, manage their own medication, and stay physically active. These things, while basic, are exactly the foundation of good health. Doctors often stress the importance of self-care in aging, and living alone naturally encourages seniors to practice it. Another interesting point is portion control. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who ate meals alone were more likely to prepare smaller, healthier portions rather than overeating in group settings. For seniors, this reduces unnecessary weight gain, lowers blood sugar spikes, and keeps digestion steady. It's one of the subtle but important ways solitude shapes health. So, reason 1 is clear: living alone gives seniors better control over their daily habits. And these habits, what you eat, how much you move, when you rest, are the things that most directly influence long-term health. Independence is not just about freedom, it's about building the right routines that help you avoid disease and extend your life. Reason 2, lower stress and emotional balance. Another surprising reason why living alone in old age can reduce the risk of disease is lower stress and improved emotional balance. Many people assume that solitude automatically leads to loneliness, but for a significant number of seniors, older adults, the opposite happens. Without constant household conflict, noise, or pressure to meet the needs of others, stress levels often drop. And when stress goes down, health outcomes improve dramatically. Medical science has long confirmed that stress is one of the most dangerous silent killers. High levels of cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, can increase blood pressure, raise blood sugar, weaken the immune system, and even accelerate memory decline. According to a 2020 study from the American Psychological Association, seniors who reported high daily stress were 40% more likely to develop cardiovascular disease within 5 years compared to those who reported low stress. That's why lowering stress in old age is not just a matter of comfort, it's a matter of survival. Let's consider the story of Robert Hayes, a 76-year-old retired teacher from Cleveland, Ohio. Robert used to live with his son's family, and while he loved being close to his grandchildren, the household was often chaotic. There was constant noise, disagreements about daily routines, and even tension over how meals should be prepared. Robert noticed his blood pressure creeping higher, and he frequently felt exhausted. After moving to a small apartment nearby, things changed. He began enjoying quiet mornings with his newspaper, short afternoon walks, and uninterrupted time for hobbies like painting. Within 6 months, his doctor reported a significant improvement in his blood pressure and overall mood. Robert shared, "I didn't realize how much stress I was carrying until it was gone. Living alone gave me peace, and that peace gave me health." Data supports Robert's experience. Researchers from the National Institute on Aging found that seniors living in peaceful, independent environments had 22% lower rates of depression and anxiety compared to those in multi-generational households with frequent conflict. Emotional stability strengthens not only the mind but also the body. Lower stress reduces inflammation, improves heart health, and even enhances sleep quality. Living alone also allows seniors to set their own rhythms. They can decide when to rest, when to socialize, and when to enjoy solitude. This balance between social interaction and personal space is one of the most overlooked keys to healthy aging. Too much dependency or too much noise can wear the body down, while the calm of independence can restore energy and mental clarity. So, reason 2 is simple but powerful: living alone often lowers stress and improves emotional balance, which directly protects health. Peace of mind is not a luxury, it's a must for seniors who want to avoid unnecessary illness and live longer, happier lives. Are you still with us up to reason 2? If yes, go to the comments section right now and type number 2 to let us know you're following along. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Golden Age Wisdom for more inspiring insights. Reason 3, more physical activity and stronger independence. Reason 3 why living alone can reduce the risk of disease is more physical activity and stronger independence. It might sound surprising at first, but when seniors live alone, they are naturally more active. Why? Because they must handle daily tasks themselves. From walking to the mailbox, Preparing meals, cleaning the kitchen, watering plants, or even rearranging furniture, these activities keep the body moving. And movement is one of the most powerful medicines against aging. Research shows that physical activity is directly linked to longer life expectancy and lower risk of chronic disease. A study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity, 2019, found that seniors who engaged in light daily tasks for at least 2 hours a day had a 28% lower risk of cardiovascular disease and a 24% lower risk of mobility disability compared to those who were mostly sedentary. These are not extreme exercises, we're not talking about running marathons. Simple things, walking around the house, standing up often, cooking meals, are enough to keep muscles and joints strong. Consider the story of Linda Carson, a 72-year-old widow from Austin, Texas. After her husband passed, her children urged her to move into a retirement community. But Linda decided to stay in her own small house. Living alone meant she had to take care of daily chores, vacuuming, doing laundry, cooking her meals. At first, she worried it might be too much work. But within a year, Linda noticed something remarkable. Her stamina improved, her knees felt less stiff, and she lost 12 pounds without going on any special diet. Her doctor even reduced her arthritis medication because her mobility had improved. Linda told us, "I thought living alone would make me weaker, but it made me stronger. Every day I move because I have to, and it turns out, that's exactly what my body needed." This kind of independence fosters physical resilience. Seniors who live with family members or caregivers may unknowingly become less active, since someone else is always there to do the heavy lifting or even small tasks. While this might feel comfortable, it can actually increase the risk of frailty. Muscle mass declines rapidly after age 70 if it's not used regularly, leading to falls, broken bones, and hospital visits. But when you live alone, you avoid that trap. You must use your body, and in return, your body stays stronger for longer. Doctors often recommend what they call functional fitness for seniors, exercise that mimics daily life movements like standing up from a chair, walking short distances, or lifting light objects. Interestingly, living alone provides exactly this kind of functional fitness every day, without the need for a gym membership. So, reason 3 is clear: independence keeps seniors moving, and movement keeps disease away. By living alone, older adults stay more physically active, build stronger bodies, and protect themselves from frailty and illness. It's one of the most natural, yet powerful ways to age with strength and dignity. Reason 4, sharper mental health and cognitive strength. Reason 4 why living alone can reduce the risk of disease is sharper mental health and stronger cognitive abilities. Many people assume that seniors who live alone will become isolated and forgetful. But in reality, for many older adults, independence actually sharpens the mind. When you live alone, you must remember appointments, manage bills, plan meals, and keep track of medications. These mental tasks act like daily brain workouts, strengthening memory and cognitive function in ways that passive living simply cannot. The science backs this up. A 2021 study from the Alzheimer's Association found that seniors who actively managed their own households had a 32% lower risk of developing dementia compared to those who relied heavily on caregivers. Why? Because the brain thrives on stimulation. Just like muscles, it must be used daily to stay strong. Handling responsibilities, no matter how small, forces the brain to stay engaged, problem solve, and adapt. Let's take the story of James Miller, a 79-year-old retired librarian from Boulder, Colorado. After his wife passed, James's children worried he would lose himself in grief if he lived alone. But James surprised them. He organized his life with careful structure, paying bills every Monday morning, grocery shopping on Wednesdays, and reading new history books every evening. He also began solving crossword puzzles and even joined an online chess club. 2 years later, his doctor noted that his memory scores were higher than before, and his overall mood was brighter. James told us, "Living alone gave me purpose. I'm responsible for myself, and that responsibility keeps my mind awake." This is not just about avoiding dementia. Mental health is deeply connected to physical health. Lower stress, greater mental engagement, and the sense of achievement that comes from independence all reduce the risk of depression, a condition that affects nearly 1 in 4 seniors in the United States. Depression is not only an emotional struggle, it also weakens the immune system and increases the risk of heart disease. But when seniors live alone with intention, they often feel more empowered, more in control, and less likely to spiral into hopelessness. Doctors often remind us that the most important habits for brain health are staying socially connected, eating nutritious foods, and keeping the mind active. Living alone does not mean cutting off social contact. In fact, it encourages purposeful interaction. Seniors who live independently often choose when and how they socialize, whether by calling a friend, joining a community club, or attending church services. This autonomy makes social engagement more meaningful and less draining. So, reason 4 is undeniable: living alone sharpens the mind, strengthens memory, and protects emotional well-being. By keeping daily responsibilities and staying mentally active, seniors can avoid decline and embrace healthier aging. If you're still watching with us all the way to reason 4, head down to the comments right now and type number 4. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Golden Age Wisdom so more seniors can gain from these insights. Reason 5, personalized lifestyle and health choices. Reason 5 why living alone can reduce the risk of disease is the ability to make personalized lifestyle and health choices. When seniors live independently, they have full control over their daily routines, meals, sleep schedules, and even hobbies. These choices might seem minor, but research shows that having control over one's environment is a major determinant of physical and mental health in later years. Seniors, older adults who can adjust their lives according to their needs, are more likely to adopt habits that protect their body and mind, rather than following routines imposed by others. A 2020 study in the Journal of Aging and Health found that seniors who managed their own households experienced 20% fewer chronic illnesses such as hypertension and diabetes compared to those living in assisted settings. Why? Because independent seniors can tailor their diets, exercise routines, and even stress management strategies to their unique bodies. For example, someone with joint pain might choose low-impact exercises, while another might focus on cardiovascular workouts. These personalized habits directly contribute to longer, healthier lives. Consider the story of Margaret Thompson, an 81-year-old retired nurse from Charleston, South Carolina. After living with her adult children for several years, Margaret decided to move into her own apartment. She found that living alone gave her the freedom to eat according to her dietary needs, set her own sleep schedule, and manage her medications without pressure. She started preparing fresh vegetables and lean proteins, kept a consistent bedtime, and incorporated short yoga sessions into her morning routine. Over the next year, Margaret noticed improvements in her energy levels, joint flexibility, and overall health. Her doctor even commented on her improved lab results, saying, "Margaret's independence clearly contributes to her well-being. Her lifestyle choices are directly benefiting her health." Personalized living also helps seniors avoid unhealthy habits that can occur when living with others. Shared households can encourage overeating, poor meal timing, or inconsistent sleep schedules due to family routines. Living alone eliminates these conflicts, allowing seniors to establish routines that align perfectly with their health needs. It's not just about what you do, it's about doing the right things for your body, your pace, and your goals. Furthermore, managing your own space encourages a sense of purpose and responsibility. Seniors who live alone are more likely to plan their days, stay organized, and engage in meaningful activities. This sense of agency not only promotes physical health but also strengthens mental resilience, reducing risks of depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline. So, reason 5 is clear: living alone gives seniors full control over lifestyle and health choices. This independence allows older adults to build customized routines, eat the right foods, stay physically active, and protect their mental health. By making conscious, personalized decisions every day, seniors can significantly lower the risk of disease and enjoy a more vibrant, fulfilling life. Conclusion: embracing independence for healthier aging. As we reach the final part of this video, it's clear why living alone in old age can actually reduce the risk of disease. Each of the 5 surprising reasons we discussed demonstrates a different way independence benefits seniors, older adults physically, mentally, and emotionally. From building better daily habits to controlling stress, increasing physical activity, sharpening the mind, and personalizing lifestyle choices, living alone is not about isolation, it's about empowerment. Reason 1 showed us that taking charge of your own daily habits creates routines that support health. Whether it's preparing balanced meals, organizing medication schedules, or managing sleep, independence forces seniors to become more attentive to their own needs, reducing risks for chronic illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Reason 2 highlighted the emotional benefits of living alone. Without the daily pressures of a crowded household, seniors often experience lower stress levels, which lowers cortisol, strengthens the immune system, and improves overall well-being. Mental peace is not just comforting, it's vital for preventing disease and maintaining vitality in the later years. Reason 3 emphasized physical activity. When seniors live independently, they naturally stay more active, doing chores, walking, cooking, and maintaining their home. These seemingly small tasks become a daily exercise routine that helps maintain strength, mobility, and independence, reducing frailty and the likelihood of falls or injuries. Reason 4 focused on mental health and cognitive function. Managing a household, keeping track of appointments, and staying engaged in daily problem-solving helps keep the brain sharp. Seniors who live alone are actively exercising their minds every day, which lowers the risk of dementia, depression, and cognitive decline. Finally, Reason 5 highlighted the power of personalized lifestyle and health choices. Living alone gives seniors the freedom to design routines, meals, and activities that suit their bodies and goals. This autonomy fosters habits that are healthier, more sustainable, and tailored to their individual needs, reducing unnecessary risks and enhancing longevity. All of these reasons together show that independence in old age is not just a lifestyle choice, it's a health strategy. When seniors' older adults embrace autonomy, they are more likely to avoid harmful habits, make conscious health decisions, and maintain both physical and mental resilience. Living alone can feel challenging at first, but for many, it brings freedom, control, and a renewed sense of purpose that directly contributes to a longer, happier life. So, whether you're a senior considering living independently, or someone supporting an older adult, remember these lessons. Independence is a gift to your health, and these 5 reasons prove it can be one of the smartest choices you make after 70. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Golden Age Wisdom for more insights, inspiring stories, and practical advice on living your golden years with health, happiness, and wisdom. Your journey to better aging starts with understanding these simple but life-changing habits.